Maneva na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Hello guys, you are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, your number one political hub in Ghana and beyond. Today we bring you another powerful reaction.
Yes, but let me promise you, so long as I live, so long as this program is on, I shall begin the same old way until kingdom come. All right? Now, before I start today we're going to get it very, very busy. But before I start today, the first thing I want to do is to thank all of you out there who expressed profound messages for my birthday. Yes, folks, I turned 69, and people are asking me now, KSM, what are you doing? Where's the party? And I'm saying, oh, now 69 is a celebrity. Just imagine it all. How many parties I've celebrated after 69? Oh, no. 69, you relax, because you are just on the verge of crossing over. Maybe you don't know, but the only time you cross over is from 69 to 70, not crossover. And that's the one real crossover. All those crossover you'll be doing every 31st night, I call them mind renewal. And your crossover, do you know why? You have no business crossing over. Just stay where you are. The year will come and meet you. Like this year, stay where you are. 2026 will cross over and come and meet you. So don't get worried and make crossover. Stay where you are, the year will come and meet you. Just renew your mind. So me I call you here a time for mind renewal. I don't say crossover. The only one time you cross over is what I'm about to. 69 to 70, what crossover? Shows a lot for all the 70s, man. They have actually crossover. Anyway, that's just by the way. What I want to talk to you today, and I beg you, before I do that again, this Christmas on the 25th, 26th, 27th over at Cactus Creek. And I have a lot of followers, those of you in the US, in the UK, outside Ghana, who are planning to come to Ghana for the Christmas. Let me tell you, 25th, 26th, 27th, we have a great show at Cactus Creek. First of all, there's a lunch buffet, an amazing lunch buffet, live music, amazing. And then after that, I'll be on the stage with my latest comedy special, and it's called Old Age is a Rascal. Old Age is a Rascal. It's an amazing comedy, satiric look on aging. So whether you're young or old, you love this show. So I invite you, all of you, 25th, 26th, 27th, to Cactus Creek to come and see this show. Anyway, after having said all of that, let's come back to the business of Talk Shop and what I want to talk about today. Folks, the thing that I want to talk about today is very simple. As we get to the new year, I'm hoping that all of the Ghanaians will start the new year with a new, renewed energy and mindset that Ghana must work. Charlie, this country, I think, what is his face? Musician, Benya. Folks, remember the great Amaziba? Amaziba came up with a song, and the song was Yesimu Ache, Yesimu Ache, which means, Charlie, Ghana, we've been on the road for a long time. We always talk about, oh, Ghana, we have the potential to be this, we have the potential to be that. Forget it. Yesimu Ache, we should be there now. Yesimu Ache. So this year, the only message that is coming from TS is that Yesimu Ache. So let us renew our mind properly to be where we are supposed to be, folks. And the only place we're supposed to be now is to be feeling that we are in one nation, one people with one destiny. That's what the champion said. And let us, at this stage, let us help to build this country. For once, then we're back, and then Ghana has been going in a roller coaster. Each side, bazaar, no sense of direction. Military coups, selfish leaders and things. And because of that, Ghana is not the country we are supposed to be, folks. We started with what, Singapore and things like that. Look at where they are and where we are now, just because we lost our focus. We lost our focus. So after the 1966 coup, everything became bazaar. We lost our focus. So all I'm saying is that now that it seems that we have a semblance of focus, because that's what it seems, man. Whether you like it or not, whether you like JM or not, I don't care. Ghana finally seems that we are on some track. We have never seen inflation come down like this in 11 years, folks. GDP, the appreciation of the city, it is happening now. So what we do as a nation who've been up, down, crazily walking in a quagmire of what do you call it, quicksand, lost. Now as suddenly we are seeing our way, all I'm saying is that, okay, if it does look like we're seeing our way there, let's rally together and make sure that for once, this country will go where we belong. I kid you not. We have come through 8 years of decay and decadence. And whether you like it or not, the 8 years we have come out from was 8 years of decay and decadence. And we have entered another era that seems to be having some focus. All I'm saying is let's stay and support and make sure we can finally make a headway. I'm not, let me say this. We always have people who we call the nation builders. They have Ghana at heart. They want to make sure that no matter what, Ghana must succeed. Those are the nation builders. And we have nation wreckers. The funny thing is this, folks, even the nation wreckers want Ghana to succeed. But they are so idiotic that they want Ghana to succeed under a particular party. They want Ghana to succeed only under a particular party or leadership. But if it's not that leadership, if it's not that party, then the country must go to hell. Your problem, no. Your problem, no. Otherwise, what is wrong is saying that we should all back Bahama to do the right thing and go the right way. It's because we NDC, MP4 say, CP4 say, what kind of stupidity is that? When we want to build a nation, where do we inject partisan thinking into this process? Look, let me say this. This nation building, nation wreckers conflict started long ago, from Kwame Nkrumah time. When Nkrumah wanted to industrialize this country, when he got the vision of building the Akosombo Dam, which then, look at that, back in the 60s, Ghana was the first country to have the largest man-made dam. That was Akosombo Dam. That was Nkrumah's vision. But check this out. Who didn't like it? Who would be opposed to building the largest man-made dam in the world that was going to pump electricity to make sure that our agric and industrialization fostered? Who be against that? I'm sorry to say that there were some people who, common sense, Sean said, this thing is good. But the political bias tells them there's no. It's good, dear, we know it's good. But if it's coming under common crown, it's that stupidity. And that's what I say, nation building versus nation wrecking. So even those who were upset that it was coming under common crown, they knew that the Akosombo Dam was an important thing for the nation. Who doesn't? Say we are building the largest man-made dam to help in the industrialization of the country, to help with the agriculture of the country, to help with the growth and of the country. Who would in their right mind say we don't want it? No. Even those who were wreckers, who didn't want it because it was Kwame Nkrumah doing it. If it was another leader doing it, they would have praised it and said it was the best thing in the world. Charlie, we can't rule this country like that. So I'm getting a message out to all these nation workers who are the foundation of Jandam, who are interested in destroying this country because they don't like where the leader is coming from. Chale, your time is up. We should let you leave this country and leave your sandals behind. Your time is up. So it's not surprising that during Nkrumah's era, the nation workers saying, please, that Kosombo Dam is useless. Among the things that they reconcile say wasted expenditure, do you know what they were? Kosombo Dam was wasted expenditure. Temamoto Way, wasted expenditure. Educational trust schools, wasted expenditure. What kind of craziness is that? Just because you don't like that individual, the great things he's doing for the nation are all reconciled with the charges of wasted expenditure. Pacho, change for once. Make a determination in your life. Say, for once, dear, let us forget about our party affiliation. Let us support and make sure that things are happening for the nation and they're happening right. It hasn't stopped though. It hasn't stopped. Recently, I think JM came up with the big push. And part of the big push is industrialization, building under transportation, counts building of an expressway between Accra and Kumasi. Guess what? Nation Wrėckers. The same thing they said about Kwame Nkrumah. Oh, a wasted expenditure. Why do we need an expressway? Waste of money. Lord. And I can swear to God that the same people who are saying it's a waste of money.
Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Asenso Boakye suggested that the proposed Accra-Kumasi Expressway is wasteful. And that we in the opposition opposed the dualization. Mr. Speaker, that cannot be the case. Mr. Speaker, I was surprised and amazed to see a colleague, member of parliament, particularly an MP from Kumasi, to describe the project as wasteful. Mr. Speaker, an MP of which the road is leading to his constituency will say that the road is wasteful. Mr. Speaker, to the extent that the said MP wrote to the president to say to the president that don't do that project. Mr. Speaker, I am surprised. I am surprised. I am surprised. Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised to hear that. And so, Mr. Speaker, let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. That this road from Accra to Kumasi is more than a road. It is opening up a country. So for an MP from that constituency to write and to say that the road is wasteful and we should not do it, and write to the president that the president should not do the project, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, it's untenable. Right, Honorable Speaker.
Asenso Boakye, let me put it to you. If the same idea of building an expressway from Accra to Kumasi had come out from Nana Akufo-Addo, you would have worshipped him and said, Nana Unimnyansa, Nana Oyebema. But it didn't come from him, it came from JM. So all of a sudden, it is wasted expenditure. And when if I saw, please, let's stop. Ghana, we are growing. And the future of growing is mental maturity. One more kind of Bible, Paul, and I always say this, was that when I was a child, I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. I spake like a child. But now I'm an adult. So I don't do things like a child anymore. I'm telling you all, nation workers, grow up. Yeah, when you were children, you were thinking like children, and everything that is not coming from where you want it to come from is wasted expenditure. Everything. That's the funny thing. Don't let this become a hallmark or a trademark that any positive development must be met with opposition because that's what your grandfathers did. Let me say this, you are young, you are dynamic, you have had the advantage of time and age to grow and think, and I'm assuming that you know better now. So with all respects, the foolish things that your great-grandfathers ignorantly did, don't repeat them now. Look at somebody traveling the two major cities in Accra to Kumasi. You can spend 6 hours on the road. Now, or 8 hours. And somebody says, let's build an expressway to link these two cities.
Exactly 90 days ago, I was here because of the outcry from the traveling public about the nature of this particular stretch of road of Asenso. When we came, we met a road that was moving at a snail pace, and there were many constraints associated with what was happening. One was the inability to make some demolitions in order to allow the contractor to work. But the major one was non-payment for work done for a very long time. And so, of course, I ordered the road minister and the finance minister to make sure that payment was made to the contractor. And so more than $70 million was paid to the contractor. And I promised that I'll come back after 3 months to come and see the progress of work that has been done. Today is exactly 3 months since I last came here. And I'm quite impressed with the progress that has been made. I'll urge the contractor to continue to push hard. The last time I came, he assured us that by July next year, he'll be able to hand over the road. But if I look at the progress being made, I'm sure that by April next year, if you guys push hard, you'll be able to finish this road and hand it over so that we can use it. This alignment of the road is the road that links Accra to Kumasi. This is the old alignment. And some people have expressed concern that with the announcement of the new Accra-Kumasi Expressway, this road is going to be abandoned. This road is not going to be abandoned. Work is still ongoing. Even if you go into the eastern region stretch, towards Apega, all the way towards Senyinam, there's road work going on there. And we're going to add the Ashanti region end of it so that we open up the road. This road will still be a very important road, but it will also exist alongside the Accra-Kumasi Expressway, so that for those who want to go very fast, for the trucks, big trucks, that carry heavy cargo, instead of using this stretch, they can use that stretch. Of course, they'll pay a toll to be able to use it. And so, like he said, we've not abandoned this alignment. This alignment will still be available for road users, but we're going to invest in a new expressway that will take people to Kumasi faster than this old one has done.
That's a crime. That's a crime because the person who is doing that is not somebody that you personally want to take credit. This is silliness, folks. Let's grow up. Chalegana for yin kakra. Why? We have one time, and I say this all the time, and I always caution my dear friend, Mr. Mahama, please, Mr. Mahama, if you unfortunately lose focus and crumble, that's it for this nation. Look, the youth that are coming up, the people that are in Ghana are tired. You see much. We've been through a long road. Those of us who are old enough to know there, we go way back from 1966. Yeah, and then we hand over Progress Party, and Progress Party, then the government's following. Yeah, bread. And all the changes were due to the fact that nobody had a focus and a vision that was helping this country. One person, I'm sorry to say, who had a focus and a vision, also had their own short-givings, Ake Champon. And so he also became a victim of these coups. But honestly, Ike, he was onto something. In Nkrumah, we know. Isn't it funny? that we lost in crime. We are losing the people who are intelligent enough, who have a dream to drive this country. That's why I'm saying, if all the things we've been through, man, you see what chat. Those of you who are my age and older know what we've been through, the changes. I don't want to name them all now. We had the independence under Kwame Nkrumah. Yes, he pay independence, he pay liberation, and then the Alliance came with the National Liberation NLC. That Nkrumah called the Notorious Lions Council, and the NLC also left. And then the SMC came, Jerry Rawlings with the June 4th Revolution, and then there was the SMC. Oh, there's a whole history. Yes, yeah, bre. Oh, I dang. So when those of us who have come, I've seen every coup in Ghana, by the way. The 1966 coup, Nametiasi. Of course, my whatever, but I saw it. I've seen every coup and every election in Ghana. Yeah, bre. Ghana, bro. You say boys have bre. Boys, one bread in Ghana. Ghana, bre. And so all I'm saying that if finally James seems to be getting the direction and seems to be going right, what is wrong with us coming together, irrespective of our party, of our tribe, of our religion, of any other nonsense, to say, no, Charlie, this is the time to lift this country. If Ghana is going to rise again, this is the time. Why don't we get together and support this rise for all of us? You see inflation, I take more down. Prices of fuel, I take down. Who is to say that those who are benefiting are card-carrying members of the NDC? Nonsense. So you have some other parties, so when you go to the market and things are improving, you don't notice it, or you notice it, but you rather would want to have the improvement under another government. And yeah, Jimmy. Folks, let's be serious now. Because Charlie, yeah, bread, and this country has a chance. So all I pray for is direction for JM to keep the focus. And on this note, let me tell all Ghanaians, Ghana Fonina, NDC, NPP, CPP, Cheddar, whoever you are, we are Ghanaian. You know something about Ghanaians? We are very, very tricky. We can be sometimes corrupt. We can be sometimes shady. Yeah, I say, our yes is not our yes. No. Who Ghana force by Papa? I'm sorry, oh. A Ghanaian will look in the face and smile and tell you, oh, no problem. Oh, you can come tomorrow. And they are lying. Workers, you take your car to a fitting shop. Or best such a oh, master, no, there be no problem. Brochina, go tomorrow. Oh, my mother here, my mother is sick in the village. You have to go to the village. Into the Bena member. Oh, with the Nyame bois. If it's the will of God, it's on a Friday. You go on that Friday, it's not done. Nyame na amwa. That is the Ghanaian mentality. It is not straight. I'm sorry. Today, all of us are in the line of fire, including me. You get straight. There are few Ghanaians who will let their word be their word, or can obey. Some, yo, that's the mentality of Ghanaians. And every time I joke about this, Kwekwa Nancy is a crafty, witty, corrupt 419 agent. Kwekwa Nancy. Obianya 419 to say Kwekwa Nancy. But guess what? He's our folk hero. So that alone tells us the kind of mentality that we have as Ghanaians. And see here, that's why I got carried away when Mahama said he was going to do resetting so the Ghanaians would come and start understanding that unless we even change our mindset, folks, unless we change the way we think, then do you know what? We have just programmed ourselves for self-destruction. No way out. We have programmed ourselves for self-destruction. So based on that, when I trust you or like you, it's not because you're NDC or MPP or something, because I know personally, But as a whole, NDC for a Ghana for, mentality. MPP for a Ghana for, CPP for a Ghana for, I am saying that as a people, we have to change our mindset because we are all very tricky and we get conniving, all of us. Because our folk hero is a 419 guy. So I'm not crazy enough to think that there's a group of people that are so holy or looting or are they not Ghanaians? Would they not find the same loopholes that the MPP found to loot? We are all in the same damn boat. And when we get the chance, we'll do the same damn thing. So I'm saying let us challenge all ourselves today and change our mindset. And we have to be intentional about our mindset. When I say we have to be intentional about our mindset, it means we have decided, say, Charlie, Ghana must rise again. We must be intentional about it, all of us. We must be intentional about it. And then that can finally and gradually lift us up from this quagmire of mess that we're in and find the road ahead. Look, I don't have anything against people who are in so-called opposition. We're all Ghanaians. So we have the government, we have the opposition, and the role of the opposition is this, that when the government is going wrong, speak up. Speak up intelligently. And I beg government, so whoever is in government, when the opposition is speaking and they speak intelligently, you too listen. Then we build this nation together. But it's not like we are in position, so everything that is good is bad. My great friend Kujobo Nkrumah was recently talking about what the government is doing to attempt to stabilize the city. Listen to this.
Then they say, oh, the city has appreciated by 30%. Inflation is down. Monetary policy rate is down. And so by Papa. Mr. Speaker, let me take my time to draw the attention once again to a few more things. In the beginning, we told them that, colleagues, this currency that has appreciated by 30% is a matter of fact, but it is because you are pumping dollars into the economy. Mr. Speaker, from January till now, the Bank of Ghana has pumped not less than 8 billion cedis to shore up, $8 billion, I beg your pardon, to shore up the currency.
The whole argument is that per their calculation, the government has pumped in $8 billion, and that's why the city is appreciating. For this, forgive me, I'm an economist, but I say, and so what? Look, there is no government in this world that doesn't monitor their currency and how to build and make sure that their currency is appreciating. Every government has a responsibility to boost their currency. So what if they have to pump in money? Look, I'm saying this. If the argument has been this, for example, the argument was that, look at what is happening. The government has pumped in $8 billion, and because of that, inflation has skyrocketed. Because the government pumped in all this money, it is affecting the rate of inflation. Inflation has skyrocketed. Prices have arisen. The prices of the pump are out of control. The GDP is out of control. Then I will think twice and say, it's true. Injecting all that money has affected the economy negatively. So maybe let's think about it. Because we are pumping the money to help appreciate the city, but it is causing all these negative effects, like skyrocketing inflation, like interest rates going out of whack. Then yes, the pumping of the dollars is disturbing the economy. But if you say by your projections so much money has been pumped in, and because of that, the city is now stable. Because of that, inflation is coming down. Because of that, GDP is growing. Then, and so what? Is it a crime to make sure you engineer the economy in such a way that there's growth in GDP, there's inflation coming down, there's appreciation of your currency? Is that a crime? Maybe I'm not an economist, and I'll probably say that as a non-economist, I think I would have been so impressed if you tell me that because they have done this, this is what we are suffering. But if you're telling me because they've done this, this is why the things are good, so don't mind them. Patrick, could you come again? Maybe I don't understand. Come again. It doesn't make sense. So this is what I say, that rather than coming together as a nation to foster unity and growing the country, we are thinking about where and what angle we can attack and show that things are going wrong. I know there was one speech that he said that even under the MPP, the former governor, Addison, put in some 10 billion to stabilize the city. And the city stabilized more, but they decided it was not sustainable, so they stopped it.
November last year, and Governor Addison, Tama, or started ye bibia, Emma rate no, so TFE 16. Abba abedu beye 14 no can say ade na oye no ibetumi aya ma akwa kodu beye 10 na emum ne nto aso ne beye den den ade na ne yeye beye September October last year you started pumping ne dia bia pump so wo dollar wo ho kire wa beye den wo be pump ye pompo kakra me so T50 16 no bedu be 14 the honor governor this in car say the sustainability ni problem no.
Fine, that was your decision. If the current BOG governor has decided I'm going to do it and I'll make sure I sustain it, what is the beef? So folks, me, I'm saying this, you see much, the time has come, whether we like it or not, for all of us to get together and think in the direction of building this country. Because if we fail this time, posterity will never forgive us. The upcoming generation will never forgive us. And I'll do a show on this, what to expect if we fail again this time in our experiment. So folks, let's just not oppose because we are opposition. Be behind it. Yes, sir. We are growing. When we were children, we thought like children, but we are growing. Let's start thinking as adults who intentionally want to make this country work. I remember some debate that went on in Parliament. I think his name is Stȯp of Impresso, who went all out to show how the budget was empty. I'm saying, really? Is it empty because it is not your choice of party that did it, or is it empty because why your thinking tell you that it's empty? Listen to a few things he said. I don't want to play the whole thing. Listen to him.
Mr. Speaker, the budget is empty, and they say that empty barrels make the most noise.
That's it. Oh, this budget is empty. I'm glad that I think his name is Eric Opoku, who also stood up to give the different opinion that no, you cannot call this budget as empty. Listen to Eric Opoku for a quick second.
Mr. Speaker, I have with me the 2024 budget presented on the floor of this House by our colleagues when they were in the majority. Mr. Speaker, in 2024, just 11 months ago, the budget provided for capital expenditure, which was 28 billion Ghana cedis. And they indicated that out of the 28 billion, the Ghanaian economy can generate only 18 billion. The remaining 10 million was to be borrowed from outside Ghana. Just 10 months ago. Today, we are debating the 2026 budget. And the allocation for capital expenditure is 57 billion. 57 billion. Mr. Speaker, it is indicated in the 2026 budget that out of the 57 billion earmarked for capital expenditure, this economy can generate 45 billion. In fact, when you look at the total capital expenditure in the budget, you look at the capital expenditure plus the capital component of the earmark funds, and in the 2024 budget altogether, your total was 38 billion. Today, after just 10 months in office, the government of the NDC, under the visionary leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has increased our capital budget from the 38 billion to 77 billion. 103% increase. And you are here condemning this. And you are describing this document as empty. It means you don't have better appreciation of it. Mr. Speaker, it is important to note this, that in the 2024 budget, they projected that if they happen to be in power, in government again, in 2026, they will increase Ghana's capital budget to 44 billion. We are doing 77 billion. And you have the courage, the temerity to stand before this August House to describe this budget as empty. Mr. Speaker.
So, folks, all I'm saying is very, very simple. Me, I'm not saying that the NDC is not full of angels, nothing. I'm saying that Ghanaians can always be Ghanaians. All of us need that mindset to reset so we can focus in the right direction. But all I'm saying is this, folks, I beg you, if it happens that JM is in the right direction and the signals look good, then I think we all owe it to ourselves. Not to JM, not to the party, not to anybody, but we owe it to ourselves to support and build this nation. And where things are going wrong, we all owe it to ourselves to point out where it is going wrong so we can straighten it and build this nation. Folks, that's where we are. You see my chair. And I said before the election that we were at a tipping point. And depending on where we're going to tip, we can tip into anarchy or we can tip into renewal, where we have one more chance to reset things and renew our thinking. And if I may say, we did tip into an opportunity to renew our minds, to reset our country. And I don't care what party you belong to, I don't care what church you go to, I don't care what tribe you belong to, I don't care anything about that crap. The only thing I care for is this, that Ghana has tipped into the right direction. So all of us should join hands and make sure that this works for Ghana. After all, when Ghana works, it works for all of us. Ghana shall rise again.
Thank you for watching PENDREAM TV. Really appreciate your time and say God bless you for the good work you are doing. If you really enjoyed this video, please do leave a comment below, like and also share to other members to watch as well. Do subscribe before logging out. Until next time, keep watching PENDREAM TV, keep engaged and keep questioning. Thank you.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.